Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're talking about the latest Katie Bates update and why one seemingly simple Instagram post has turned into a much bigger conversation about healing, image changes, marriage rumors, and even a mystery diamond ring. What looked like a casual photo dump from Florida quickly became the center of debate across both Instagram and Reddit. Katie's recent online presence has felt very different from the version of her followers once knew. Not long ago, her content was mostly like couple moments, young family milestones, and cheerful newlywed energy with Travis Clark. But over the last several months, the tone shifted. Travis appeared less consistently, Florida became a recurring backdrop, and every post started attracting questions instead of simple compliments. Followers were no longer just watching family updates, they were trying to piece together what had changed behind the scenes. That growing curiosity is exactly why this newest upload landed with so much attention. That is exactly why her latest Instagram upload gained so much attention. The post was captioned simply, "Florida Randoms," followed by bright, cheerful emojis. On the surface, it looked lighthearted and casual, a collection of everyday moments from her current season of life. But the photos themselves told a more layered story. Instead of one posed family portrait, the carousel showed snapshots of motherhood, outdoor walks, restaurant moments with the kids, soft family scenes at home, and a peaceful sunset view. One of the most talked about photos showed Katie walking with a stroller through a tree-lined outdoor market. The image felt cinematic and calm, with Katie photographed from behind as she moved through a busy but beautiful setting. Another showed her sitting at a table with one of the children smiling beside her, while she looked polished and noticeably styled. There was also a cozy home moment featuring the kids together on a couch, adding warmth and family closeness to the overall tone of the post. But the slide that drew the most attention was not even a photo. It was a quote card that read, "Healing is a journey, be gentle with yourself." That one line changed how many viewers interpreted everything else in the carousel. Suddenly, the post no longer looked like random vacation pictures. It looked intentional. It looked emotional. It looked like a message. For many followers, that quote immediately connected to the recent rumors surrounding her marriage. Whether Katie meant it that way or not, viewers saw the word healing and naturally began linking it to recovery, forgiveness, emotional pain, or rebuilding after betrayal. A simple aesthetic slide became the emotional center of the entire post. The Instagram comments reflected that shift. Many followers were supportive and affectionate. Some praised how beautiful Katie looked, while others called the children adorable and said the family seemed happy. Several comments focused on prayer and encouragement, telling Katie they were praying for her strength and for her family. One follower said she radiates joy and inspires them as a mother. Another wrote that beautiful memories were being made and called her the best mom. But mixed into those warm comments were more revealing reactions. One person openly asked how Katie makes money because all they seem to see are vacations. Another asked whether Travis is doing travel nursing, showing how followers are still trying to understand the family's current setup. A more pointed comment said they could not imagine long distance lasting very long between the couple, but called Florida a smart choice and referenced healing and forgiveness. Another simply wrote, "Protect your heart." Those responses showed that even in a supportive space like Instagram, many viewers are still reading deeper meaning into every update. Then the conversation became even sharper once Reddit picked it up. A thread titled, "Katie New Look," focused on one specific image from the Instagram post, the close-up restaurant photo where Katie appeared especially polished. The body text argued that people had previously mentioned Katie trying harder with her looks since the Travis situation, and that this newest post made the change more obvious than ever. The comments quickly split into several camps. Some users believed Katie really was changing her appearance. They pointed to heavier makeup, darker brows, more defined contour, and lip color choices that they felt were different from her usual daytime style. One commenter said, Katie normally does not wear dark lip liner or heavier contour during the day and that she was clearly spicing up her look. Others were far more critical. One user bluntly claimed she looked 15 years older. Another said the heavy makeup was doing her no favors because she is naturally beautiful already. Some mocked specific facial expressions and called the styling overdone. The tone in parts of the thread was harsh, even by Reddit standards, but there was another side too. Several commenters defended her and argued that she simply looked sun-kissed, more confident, or nicely styled. Some said people were overreacting to makeup and turning a normal beauty change into a psychological case study. Still, the biggest theme remained the same. Viewers believed the look meant something. Many commenters linked the makeover directly to the cheating rumors. One wrote that if changing her appearance helps her feel better, then good for her, but her looks have nothing to do with his cheating. Another said the situation had clearly affected her self-confidence. A harsher comment claimed she was trying to win her man back after he cheats. In other words, Reddit was not really discussing makeup. They were discussing pain, confidence, and what happens after trust is broken. Then came another Reddit thread, and this one focused on jewelry, titled, "Thank you for taking my cheating self back, new diamond ring." The post zoomed in on Katie's hand in one of the photos and questioned whether she was now wearing 2 diamond rings. The body text asked if Katie had always owned 2 rings or if this was something new. That small observation launched a completely different kind of debate. Many commenters immediately assumed the second ring, if new, was an apology gift from Travis. One person joked that if she is going to stay, she may as well get something out of it. Another replied that this would likely be the first of many jewelry pieces. The implication was clear. Some viewers believe gifts are being used to smooth over deeper problems. Other reactions focused more on Katie than Travis. One commenter harshly said she looked foolish. Another mockingly called her a doormat and claimed she never truly sent him away in the first place. Someone else joked that she seemed to have healed very fast. These comments reflected a belief among some viewers that the reconciliation, if that is what is happening, came too easily. There were even side debates about unrelated details, like whether her tan looked fake or was simply from spending time in Florida after getting sunburned. That may seem minor, but it shows just how closely Katie's image is being watched right now. Nothing goes unnoticed. What makes all of this so fascinating is the contrast between platforms. On Instagram, Katie's post looks soft, uplifting, and centered on family moments, motherhood, and peaceful healing. On Reddit, the exact same post became evidence in 3 separate debates: whether she is changing her look because of relationship pain, whether she is wearing a new apology ring, and whether her public image is more curated than ever. That split says a lot about modern online life. Once a public figure goes through controversy, every future post becomes layered with meaning. A quote card is no longer just a quote card. Makeup is no longer just makeup. Jewelry is no longer just jewelry. Everything becomes symbolic because the audience is no longer watching casually. They are watching critically. For Katie, this may be the most difficult part of her current season. She is not just living through personal changes. She is doing it in front of thousands of people who have already formed opinions and now search every post for confirmation of what they believe. At the same time, there is another way to view this update. Maybe the post was exactly what it looked like. A mother sharing snapshots of life in Florida, enjoying time with her children, finding peace where she can, and posting a quote that spoke to her personally. That possibility exists too. Not every caption is coded and not every ring tells a story. Still, the reason people remain so invested is because Katie's story feels unfinished. Viewers sense that she is in the middle of a transition, and they are trying to understand what kind of chapter comes next. Is this healing? Rebranding? Reconciliation? Independence? Right now, everyone is reading the same pictures differently. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you see Katie's latest post as a genuine glimpse into healing and family life? Or do you think followers are right to question the deeper meaning behind the look, the quote, and the ring? I'd really love to hear where you stand on this one. And if you enjoy deep dives like this into the latest Bates updates, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next discussion.